guys, today we're going to be doing a 2015 Volkswagen GTI with the 2.0 turbo. We're going to be doing the diverter valve sensor plug, this plug right here. As many of you know, these plugs tend to break inside, and people, you see me try to fix this. This just broke yesterday. That tab in there breaks, and this throws an engine light when the diverter valve is not connected. But it also causes the turbo to make some noises. I'll go ahead and demonstrate the noises first and show you guys that there is an engine light on due to it. So as you can see, the engine light is on. And these are the noises now that the diverter valve not being activated does. Now, a lot of the times people say that this sound is cool, but at the end of the day, it's not good for your engine. So here's just all of the things that you will need to do this. I went to my local Volkswagen dealership and picked this connector up. It ran me about $50. I know you guys probably think it's crazy, $50 for a piece of plastic, but it makes the car run right. So it has that tab on there, and as long as nobody breaks it next time, hint hint me, these wires were about $20. It ran me about $84 for both these wires. Actually, these come as a whole wire. You have to cut in half, which I've already done so, and this. So yeah, next to it I have a pair of crimpers slash wire cutters. You can get these really anywhere. Got these probably for like $10 at Walmart or some stupid, I don't know. Some wire crimps. You can use these if you don't feel like twisting the wires together. I like using these because I feel like they end up working better and lasting longer. So yeah. Next thing is some heat shrink. I use this as a double measure. Put that over top of the red connectors after both the wires are connected on both sides. And then obviously a lighter to make the heat. Last but certainly not least, I have my DeWalt 1/4 inch or 3/8 inch drive gun with a 10mm socket on there. It's for the battery. This is going to be our first step, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. So make sure it's loose. Take it off, disconnect it, put it out of the way. I like to kind of tuck mine. Definitely not going to touch again. I'm going to do both, the positive and the negative, just for safety measures. Once you have them off, then you're good to start. All right, guys, so one thing you also probably want to use is a razor blade, and you have to be really, really careful with this because you have to get in between, and these wires are turned, so you can't just go straight down the center. You have to, they're twisted, within the black covering, but you have to cut off at least, I would say, 2.5 inches up until the plug of this sheathing, so that way you can get these off and splice them, which I will show next. The next thing you guys are going to do is chop the connector off here. I went ahead and done so already because I needed 2 hands to make sure it didn't drop, and yeah. One thing you also want to pay attention to is when you go to put this back on and you go to splice these wires together, there's a 1 and a 2 on both of the new one and the old one. The new one comes with 2 yellow wires, so it's kind of confusing. It's really it's one long yellow wire that comes in the package that you just have to cut in half. And these wires, there's a yellow and then a purple. So a purple and a black and a yellow and a black. But you have to make sure that you're connecting the purple one to number 2, this wire over here, and then the yellow one to number 1. And this should be pretty much the same on all the GTIs, the Mk7 GTIs. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure number 2 is connected to the purple and number 1 is connected to the yellow, as shown. 2 purple, 1 yellow. So here I'm just gonna try and show you guys how to splice these wires. I mean, everybody, if you're going to be doing this, you probably should know how to splice the wires, at least, you know, somewhat. So you have your cutters, find your size, splice the wire like so. You can see, and you want to twist your ends. Make sure it's nice and straight, not frayed. Do the same on the other side. You don't have to do that much. Doesn't have to be a whole lot. So here's the piece. Twist this. And you have 2 spliced ends. Perfect. So the next thing I'm gonna do is, just to make this a little bit easier on myself, I'm gonna add these red butt connectors now. I do see that I will have to trim just a tad bit off of each. Once that's done, I can come in here, put this on this yellow wire here, in like that, push this in tight. You can see it's starting to come out there. You then want to go in there. It has your red and your blue, so for the red and the blue ones, you want to use this. For the yellow ones, you want to use that. Come here. And squeeze. Now only squeeze this one side for now, because see, nice and tight. Because you have to put the other side into there. So yes, go ahead and do this one now. Make sure it's all in. Alright guys, I took some time and I heat shrunk this so that way it didn't get any water in there or whatever. Tried to make it tight as I could, which I think it's pretty good. Here's my purple side here. Here's my yellow side. I'm gonna go ahead now and strip these wires, the OEM ones. So, yeah. Alright guys, I went ahead and heat shrunk this one. I don't know why I did it like this, but whatever. It's alright. They're both in there. I'm going to connect this now. Look. There's a lock on that side right there. See that? Let me get something to push this in real quick. like this. There's that little piece of plastic right there that stops it from going on, so I'm gonna move that. So now, as you guys can see, that little piece is moved over, and I should be able to just click it on like that, and it should stay on and not come off anymore. I'm gonna zip tie this out of the way, or electrical tape it to there or something like that. I want it away from the heat. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'll actually gonna connect the battery next, and then I'm gonna clear the code on the engine, and we're gonna listen to it and make sure that the diverter valve is now working properly to make sure we don't have any noises anymore. All right, guys, as you can see, I went ahead and went a little crazy with the tape. I just wanted to make sure it was up and out of the way. I don't really care what it looks like as long as it works. So that's what it looks like now. And we're gonna go in and clear the code now. So once your battery's all done, you're gonna come in your car. If you don't have one of these, you can take your car to Advanced Auto Parts, or usually I think O'Reilly's, a couple other auto parts stores scan your car for free. This is an OBD2 scanner. And then just gonna, on mine, you just hit scroll, go to erase, hit erase, erase done, start the car. Alright guys, I am back. Sorry for the delay. Guess it really wasn't a delay for you guys, but for me it was. It's been about a couple hours or so. Just wanted to run over the last clip. Showed my steering wheel light, the tire pressure, and the traction control light on, which was on due to disconnecting and reconnecting the battery. The TPMS sensors had to get recalibrated just by driving on them a few feet. It goes all the way. But here is with the engine light now cleared. Everything's running. And you can't hear the surge. Wiring out of the way. No engine light.